sir. We're back again. Back again. Excuse me. Excuse me. Might have to cough one more time. All right, there we go. Put myself on mute this time. That way y'all don't hear me hacking. What's up, everybody? Welcome. Hey, what up, Keith? Good to see you during the day. Yeah, we doing a special, I guess it's special, but special daytime stream because I don't think I'll be around tonight. And also because I can do it. I can do anything I want. We can do anything we want as adults. We don't have to worry about anything, right? Anyways, now I've had 5 flights in my favorite section on FlightAware for a couple of weeks now, and I've knocked out 3 of them in the last few days. 1 I recorded, 2 we did last night, and we're gonna do the other 2 today. We're gonna start off with the Mitsubishi MU-2, and then we're gonna finish things up with the Malibu Piper Meridian. Amazing airplane from, I forget who makes it, FS Reborn, which I think they're in part making the 727, I think, or the 707. They're working together with another team to do it, but the Piper Meridian is really fun to fly. Except you got to keep the passengers happy. They like their food and their drinks, and they like it to be a certain temperature the whole time. Otherwise, they get really grumpy. So I should have the MU-2, yeah, right here. Thought I had it downloaded. I didn't really think this plane did that many flights, and then I started looking it up, and I was like, oh shit, this thing actually does do some flights. All right, now the tail number, from what I can see in FlightAware, because this is a, you know how I do it, this is a real flight. Let me get my keyboard out here, my handy dandy keyboard. Yeah, man, I know the feeling with the cleaning. I like to try to do some of that during the week when I can, but it's tough sometimes. Usually it happens all on the weekend. N15TC. All right. So that's the tail number. We'll see if it actually gets put on the aircraft. And with this particular aircraft, it does have like a little phone, like an Android or an iPhone inside it, which you can use for METAR and things like that. But you have to build the route from this page here in order to get the information to show up on that phone. So let's just build the flight here real quick. It's only a couple of waypoints. All right, so we have KDAL for Dallas Love. And we have KHOT. For Hot Springs, Arkansas. And I don't think I can put in, let's do low altitude airway. All right, and according to, we need 13 right, which is fine, and we're doing the DAL 3. All right, and TXK is where we're going to end. All right, where is TXK? All right, let me look at this. Here we have Shero right here. Okay, this is the one we're doing right here. All right, so they call it the Glare 5, the Garl 5. All right, whatever. Who cares? Who cares? For real. And then Markey, Elmo, Pikes, Toyo, and then we're doing this ILS approach 5, I believe. Yep, with Markey. All right, very good. All right, let's get out of here. Oh, shit. Before we do that, let's pick a spot to start so we don't start on the runway. That's not what we want to do. We'll just start from over here, right near the runway. And that way the runway is right behind us. Yeah, that'll work out good. So the runway will be right behind us. All right, let's go flying. Haven't flown this plane in a while, but it should come back to me pretty easily. Plus, it's got a decent little checklist with it, so we'll be okay. We'll be okay. Hopefully, everybody had a good Friday night. Shit, I know the feeling, Keith, man. When I was married too, I did most of the cleaning and most of everything, man. Sucked. It's a good thing she was really hot. That hotness went a long way for many years, and then as she started getting older, that started becoming less and less. Then I started seeing her on the inside, how ugly she was on the inside. I was like, oh my god, why did I notice this years ago? Why did it take all these years for it to start seeping out? What's up, Meaty Mike? What's up, dude? All right, let's get some sound on in the aeroplano. Turn the volume up. Yeah, see this little... I got my controller today. I'm not using the flight stick right now. But yeah, you see here, now we got the METAR for both places. If we didn't do that in the beginning, there'd be no way to get this information in here. And classic cockpit. We'll do an actual Garmin today. We will. So the difference is that Garmin system or this, which I would use this weather station, but the weather station doesn't work. And usually I like to do like old style VOR navigation and all that, but we're not going to do that today. It's Saturday. We can let our hair down for a while. All right, we'll make this a passenger plane as well. All right, so now we have the Garmin systems. Very good. All right, man. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to stream tonight. I have some family in from out of town, and we're getting together for dinner. So I don't think I'll be around tonight. So I'd rather just knock one out now. Also, I want to get some hours in flying. I mean, it's not all just for y'all. It's for me too. I like flying, and if I'm gonna fly, I'm like, well, shit. I might as well just connect the rest of these cables and make a show out of it. Get all the talking out of my system now. That way I don't have to talk so much at dinner tonight. I can just go to dinner and be like, oh, my voice. Lost my voice a little bit. All right, let's get some music going. Open up some Discord. Let me get that playlist that Chicago sent me over. Let me open up Discord real quick. Bear with me for just a minute. Let me let Discord open up on this bitch. And then this plane is pretty simple to get fired up. It's nothing like last night. And nothing we fly today is going to be like that 80 point checklist like last night, man. That's a bit excessive for that airplane, I would say. And a lot of it you have to run through because you can get some pretty nasty failures while you're flying in that plane. So, all right, did he send me those in? Hang on, I think he sent me those in a private message. Let me see here. Yeah, he did. Okay. All right, let's open this up on YouTube so I get no ads. Shit. Open up on YouTube, bitch. Come on.
I took two things that I love, dancing and dogs, and I made them into a successful business. Hi.
Yeah, I have YouTube Premium, so I don't... You know, the only reason I bought YouTube Premium, I wasn't going to buy it, but I like to play music. And it used to be, I forget the app, Rhapsody, I think is what it was called, but that was bought out by Google, and now it's YouTube, so... Anyways, in order to play the music with my screen off, and just kind of like let it play with the screen off, you have to have YouTube Premium, which makes no sense. But that's how they have it set up. That's how the man has it set up. All right, so we'll let this play in the background. All right, let's get this checklist going here. A pretty quick checklist. All right, battery off, switches off, throttles are throttles. All right, let's move these up to idle. Wondering if I should use my flight stick. That way these will be even. Let's do that. Let me get my flight stick set up. Yeah, man. Traffic is nasty this time of year with the holiday. We go through that whenever we go to Ocean City and it's one of the holidays. We try to leave sometime like overnight. Leave at like 1 in the morning. Sometimes. Or really early. Gotta beat all that bridge traffic, man. I hate sitting in bumper to bumper traffic over top of that Bay Bridge. Shit. Especially with them letting that one ship take the Key Bridge out earlier this year, which not too far from us either. Oh yeah, man, Long Island, shit. I don't know what part of Long Island you live on, but I'm sure all of it's terrible this time of year. Especially, you know, like on the holiday. All right, let's go to controller options. All right, we have prop levers. I think that'll still be accurate. Yep. All right, so let's put these up to idle. All right, prop levers are at emergency stop. Gearing switch is now grounded. Crank switch is on. Right there on stop. Flaps are at 0 degrees. Gear is down and park and brake is set. All right, let's start up these engines. Long Island's a very pretty place to fly over now with the new update that came out in the Northeast over the last few months. It's always been pretty flying over Long Island, but they added a lot more buildings and a few airports and the Hamptons and all that stuff, man. It's a pretty cool area to fly over. All of Long Island. All right, battery on. That is... These are the generators. Out where the battery switch is. Where are you at, battery? Let me use the eyeball. Oh yeah, that's right, this thing. All right, battery on. Park and brake is on. I mean, maybe we should tick these off. All right, beacon. This would be the Mitsubishi MU-2. Hey, what's up, Chicago? I didn't realize it was Chicago, man. What's up, dude? Yeah, I had five flights stored in my FlightAware like favorite place. I knocked out 3 of them in the last few days. One was that long haul flight we did. 2 we did last night, and I have 2 more to run through, which is this flight, and then I have a Piper Malibu Meridian flight that I'm gonna do in Florida from Fort Lauderdale to Ocala. All right, beacon light. I forget where a lot of this shit is. Is the beacon light up top? Oh yeah, that's right. We have a whole up top section. That's right. I forgot about this. Been so long since I've been inside this airplane, man. All right, beacon light. Prop lever to taxi. We'll just move them both up since it's on the flight stick. All right, taxi. Throttle lever start. All right, gearing switch is on ground. So we have to press the red button, then move this up the crank, and then push this button. All right, let's push this. Do that. You can see the little lights on. That's good. Did I not push the buttons? I could have sworn I did. Hang on a second. Maybe I didn't push the red button. There it goes. Just took a minute. All right, oil's at 40. Let's put the main fuel tank on. Monitor fuel flow, and then we'll get the generator put on here, and then the inverter. Let's get the generator turned on, and then we need to turn on the main inverter. All right, let's get the other engine turned on. Everything is okay with the levers. We gotta click the red button, move this to crank, and then click the yellow button. Now the little yellow light comes on. Let's wait for the oil pressure to get up to about 40. Then we'll put on the fuel tank. Once things stabilize, then we'll put on the generator. All right, fuel tank. Monitor everything, and then we'll put on the generator here in a moment. Ooh, a Sea Ray 35, man. That's nice, dude. Used to go to Wildwood a lot. I don't know if that's considered South Jersey, but man, Wildwood, when I was growing up, that place was a lot of fun. Wildwood, New Jersey. I remember being there when I was like a 4-year-old, maybe 5-year-old. I was playing in this huge ball pit they used to have on the boardwalk, and the building next to where I was at caught on fire, man. Shit. All right, that looks good. Let's put the generator on. Amps look pretty good. I don't think anything is really modeled to break on this airplane, so. All right, let's make sure we're all within the green. All right, that looks okay. Let's make sure these are on run, which they are. And let's make sure these are on safe, which they look like they are. All right. Beacon light, brakes. All right, we're pretty much ready to roll. Let me just get the nav system taken care of, and then we'll get out of here. Oh, pontoon boats. Man, we used to have so many nights with a keg, sometimes a couple of kegs out on a pontoon boat, and just a bunch of people, man. You can fit so many people on a pontoon boat. It's awesome. Oh, that's interesting. One of these is regular nav, and one is the GPS. All right, let's put on our transponder. Wonder why this is having such a problem. There we go. It's like, why are you having such a hard time acquiring a signal? We're in Dallas. Like, we're not, like, you know, in the middle of nowhere. All right, let's get rid of this extra stuff that we don't need on the map. Save ourselves on a little bit of memory. Let's put our fields on. Let's click enter. I like having that, even though it makes the map a little smaller. And then on our flight plan, I don't know if we have our approach on here. Let's put our approach on here. Oh, it does have our approach. Very good. All right, well, let's get out of here. Now, this thing with the autopilot, it's got track, so we'll see if it follows the track. If not, we'll just use heading mode. But yeah, the one thing about this system I don't like is a lot of times I have to come down like this level and kind of like look, because it's very difficult. Like, there's no light that shows up on these buttons really to let you know that it's activated. You have to kind of come down to this level and see if you can notice it being like pushed in. It's really weird, man. I can set a custom view. You're right, dude. Man, I love when you show up to these streams. Thanks, dude. I didn't even think about that, actually. Let me do that now. Hey, the gang's all together. Except for Grease. Grease is missing in action. He's out giraffe hunting right now. It's too early over there for him. For us. All right, let's go back here. Let's set another custom view. And we'll taxi on out. Alright, let's do number 2. And let's come up over here. This one is number 3. Alright, let's go check out our views. We should have 1, 2, and 3. Very good. Thanks for that reminder on that. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right, let's, do we got to do anything here? Pitot heat? No, not yet. All right, landing and taxi. Let's put our taxi lights on. Put our nav lights on. All right, let's go taxi out. This runway should be right behind us. That's just what I thought, or maybe it's right in front of us. Oh, it's right in front of us now. All right, let's go. Let's remove the parking brake. This thing is a speed demon on the ground, so we're going to be using the brake a little bit. The first flight is from Dallas, Texas, to Hot Springs, Arkansas. This is a real flight that took place the other day. It didn't put the tail number on. I can put the tail number in the chat. Yep, Mitsubishi MU-2. Thank you, Grease. Oh, not Grease. Oh my God, I can't believe I did that. Thanks, Chicago. Appreciate it. Early, man. I'm not used to saying these words this early in the morning. Usually it's like, you or will you soon have Medicare Part A and B? Great. And do you receive any other assistance like VA benefits or Medicaid or TRICARE for life? I'm not used to saying Chicago and Greece and Bobby C for Bobby Canada. Me too. Me too. Legal in Maryland now. I wish it was legal when I was growing up. That would have been great. All right, let's take a shortcut to the runway because we can. Yeah, me too. If it was legal all those years. All right, let's go back to the end of the runway so Captain Chicago doesn't yell at us for not using the whole runway. So let's use the whole runway. Gotta make sure the clock is set. Let's get the whole runway. All of 13 high. All of 13 high. All right, there we go. It's not the whole runway, but it's close. We're very close. I thought you... Wait a minute. I thought this part of the runway you can use for takeoffs. You're saying this part we can't use? Orange part. What orange part? Oh, I know we can't use the back area there. Yeah, I know. it's a simulator, so we were going wherever we went. I wanted to get as much of this runway as I could get. All right, I will taxi by FAA regulations next time around. I promise. I promise. I'm so sorry. I'm tired of letting you down all the time. I always feel like I'm letting you down. I'm always letting down the captain. I keep doing things wrong. He's gonna drop me as a student. He's like, no, you're not getting it. You're not getting it. Off with your head. All right, let's throw in our DME equipment, even though I don't know how useful it's going to be right now. And we should be on GPS navigation. All right, have fun with the Skylanders. We'll see you later on. All right. So this is... Okay, this must be GPS then. All right, very good. All right, let's set our heading. Takeoff. And we're gonna have to make... Oh, you know what? Let me see if we're actually lined up properly. I don't know if we are. All right, so that's like 130. Where's our 30-ish? All right, looks good. Let's get our clock up. Function. There we go. And let's go. Let's move our prop levers all the way up. Let's put our autopilot switch on. So it's activated, and let's release the parking brake. We don't need to worry about any of this anymore. It's pretty straightforward from here on out. Oh yeah, you know what? I never did adjust the METAR. Let me at least do that. We got 30, 34. Point. That's pretty close. Close enough. Hey, yeah, what are we supposed to be going up to, altitude-wise? Let me look at our plan here in Navigraph. I think it's 13,000 feet. I think this plane can go into the 20s, but we're not doing that long of a flight. Oh no, they got 23,000 here too. All right, very good. All right, well, there's no altimeter to set. So we have to climb. We have to be actually very stable with trim and you know, yaw. We have to be very stable before we put the autopilot on. Otherwise, the autopilot really won't do anything. So, yeah. All right, let's put the flight stick up. Let's get out of here. Enough talking. More action. Let's go. This is a really fun airplane to fly. I've always enjoyed flying this MU-2. All right, very good. We can put the gear up. Let's bring our trim up a little bit, back a little bit. Let's go ahead and make our right-hand turn. Do not make a left-hand turn on takeoff. Do not, whatever you do not make a left-hand turn on takeoff. That's what I've been told by the best of the best. So Good Lord Almighty, whatever you do, not make a left-hand turn on takeoff. Is it okay? No problem. All right, let's move these down a little bit so we can get our temperature into the green. Let's slow our roll with our climb. Still flying manually. Oh man, Piaggio Avanti, absolutely. That would be so sick. All right, we can probably set our heading about this way. We'll intercept here coming up. Let's get our trim stable. Let's raise our nose a bit. I can take my hand off the yoke. And then we will go ahead and get the autopilot turned on. Get ourselves in heading mode. Still raising the trim a bit. Lowering it a bit. A little balancing act with this airplane. Actually, it looks like we're getting ready to hit. Let's knock out this by hand, and then once the top line turns magenta, we'll go ahead and... Hey man, take your time. I'll be on for a little bit. All right, we're still just gonna fly this manually right now, I think. Actually, now let's go ahead and get this autopilot turned on while we can. So let's turn the autopilot on. Let's go down to this view. Let's put ourselves in heading mode. And we can control our pitch. This wheel here. Okay. Our prop levers are going to stay where they're at. Prop levers are good. Our levers are good. Let's turn off our... All right, we are good. Let's make our turn back towards the east. I believe that's our airport we're flying over right now. I think that is, at least. Yeah, if you're not familiar with this airplane, I don't know how much it is anymore because it's been so long since I've owned it. But this is a really fun plane to fly. If you want to just jump into an airplane that sounds great. What are we beeping for? What that beep was for. That was weird. Alright, I want to see if we can actually capture this track and have our navigation system actually just follow it. If it doesn't, it's no big deal. I have the heading mode on the arrows on my keyboard. So to move the heading on most airplanes, I just have to put the right or the left arrow key. Altitude I usually have as the up and down arrows. Let's clear out extra data. We don't need all that. All right, so we're at 6,000 feet. Let's actually raise our nose a bit. Let's pull this back once or twice. It says we should be getting up to 23,000 feet. I don't know if we're going to go up that high. We may just go up to 10,000. There's really no reason. I mean, we could actually stay at this altitude. I mean, it doesn't really matter. But we'll continue to climb as they recommend. All right, let's fix our line here. All right, let's raise our nose a bit more. Pull back one at a time. No reason to pull back 2 or 3 times on that. We just do once or twice. All right, let me see if we got heading, we got capture, we got track. Let's try track. Let's see if it actually will do our navigation route. I think it might. That would be cool if it did. That'd be one less thing to worry about. Then we can just go in the back and just chill for a while and look at the sights. Nav 1. That looks okay. Fuel flow. Fuel is okay. We don't need to transfer any at this point. Yeah, transferring fuel in this airplane, sometimes you have to do it. They make it pretty simple though. It's with these 2 buttons right here, right under the main fuel quantity. I believe these are the wing tanks. Oh no, this is the main fuel. This is in the tanks on the outside of the airplane. Let's see if it's going to follow this track. Like I said, I'm not very hopeful. It follows a good when it's a VOR, or a localizer or something like that. But yeah, I don't think it's going to work. May just have to go back into heading mode. Hey, hold on 1 second, guys. right, I'm back. So fresh and so clean. Keith in Pittsburgh. So fresh and so clean. All right, so it doesn't follow the track. Let's put it in. Capture might work, but I thought that is usually the capture mode right here. That's usually for localizers and things like that. So fresh and so clean. All right, let's move our heading a little bit. What happened to the music I was playing? Where did that go? Is this still happening? It's soft music that no connection. What the fuck? Y'all see that on my screen? It just showed up. It said your connection is false. All right, we still got a pretty good climb going. We're at a good crisp 12,000 feet. Here's that again. Online servers are unreachable. Successfully connected. Oh yeah, the CDI's not working, I guess, because we don't have online. Is that why it's not lining up anymore? Good thing we have that magenta line to follow. I don't know what's up with their servers lately, man. Sometimes their servers are a bit suspect. They just pop in, pop on whenever they feel like it. All right, let's increase our pitch a little bit. And let me see. No. That's really not fair. That's really not fair at all. What the? All right, let's try again. Damn. Maybe we'll go to the Meridian. And we'll do the Mitsubishi later. Shit. I don't know what happened, guys. That was just that was a Microsoft thing. I had no control over that one. That flight was going good too, man. Shit. All right, let's get started up again. I just want to fly an airplane. How come it's so difficult sometimes? Like, I don't know. I'm not trying to do anything I think would be too difficult for technology nowadays. Just turning on an Xbox and trying to play the damn game. I mean, like, hey, then maybe we'll start off on the runway with this airplane and go that way. That way we can knock this flight out. We'll start on the runway. Hopefully the mouse works. Since we're restarting, sometimes the mouse will work on like this screen, but then when we get to the main game, the mouse won't work. And then I have to restart all over again. All over again. Okay, we got to get to Hot Springs, Arizona. Of course, we could always knock out the other flight right now and come back to the Mitsubishi. The other one does take a few minutes to start up on ground, though, because that one has actual failures that will happen if you don't do the checklists and the run up and all that kind of stuff. It's really weird that I can't play unless I have an internet connection, even though I purchased and downloaded the main game. Like, I understand if I couldn't use the airplane, because it's not like a vanilla airplane, but like if you download the vanilla game, you should be able to use the vanilla game without an internet connection, you would think. Maybe we're just thinking the wrong way, and we should be thinking like Microsoft, where we hate Xbox. We hate everything the Xbox stands for. We would love to cancel it, but there's too many damn gamers out there that would get rid of all their Microsoft stuff and just flip over to Apple. All right, let's try this again. Start on the runway this time. All right, KDAL. To KHOT. And we got to do this again so we can get our correct light. I wanted to say it was, and let's do this again, and then we'll do this one. I think is the correct one. TXK, and then ILS. Yep, that's correct. All right, let's go. We'll get our seats set real quick, and then we'll take off and get going. And I think we'll step climb this this time. Let me open up the actual flight plan. See what altitude we're supposed to be at on which waypoint and all that. I also need to make sure we have enough fuel. All right, let's try this again. All right, all that is done already. Make sure our lights are on. Beacon light. Landing lights are on. All right, and we have our navigation set. Go ahead and get our camera view down here set up. Put on the autopilot master. And let's save this. Control Alt number 1. You know, I wonder if it, let me see if it got rid of our, no, it kept our favorites there. Very interesting. We restarted, but it kept our favorites. Now, let me make sure I have the correct profile for the controller. Yep. All right, let's get out of here again. I'm not worried about the METAR. Let's just go. Let me at least get our heading set. Go. All right, gear up. let's start making our turn back. Downtown Dallas, I believe. Make sure our flaps are up. Put our landing lights away here momentarily. We can see them sticking off the side there. Side of the fuselage near the captain's area. Let's keep on turning. Gotta get up a little bit more to the northwest. Still flying manually using our Turtle Beach Velocity 1 flight stick. A really good flight stick. Got a lot of good features to it. I'm no spokesmodel for them, but this Turtle Beach flight stick is really good. Easy to program. It's got a good feel to it. It's pretty inexpensive for everything you get as well. I think I paid just over $100 for it, I think, months ago. All right, I think we'll fly it manually until we get past this first waypoint. I think my flight plan said we should be at like 14,000 feet by the time we get to this waypoint. That is not going to happen. I think whatever altitude we're at, really, when I make this turn, I think we're just going to stay at that altitude for the flight. There's really no reason to go up to 23,000 feet. We can stay kind of close to the ground if we want to. I'm not usually a huge fan either of climbing that high, because then you can't see what's on the ground. And like, what's on the ground in this simulator is really cool to look at most of the time. At least I think it is. I think looking at all the buildings and everything, I think, oh, that's pretty cool looking. Never had a simulator that was like that realistic looking until this one. All right, there's our route. Cross TTT, and then we will make our turn to the northeast. Make our turn towards our route. All right, I gotta mute myself for just a moment, guys. Hang on a second. right, I'm back, guys. I had to whisper some secrets. Secrets y'all can't hear. There's our beacon going off, I guess our nav system beeping. Yep, airport. All right, let's get our direction set here, and let's get our trim set up to where I can kind of take my hand off the yoke, and we're still climbing. That way I can get the autopilot set. This autopilot is kind of finicky. You need to have everything pretty much set up to where you can take your hand off the yoke or the controller and either be in a controlled climb or, you know, a controlled descent. Right now I'm working with the trim buttons, trying to get this set up right. I can take my hand off the yoke. See, like right now I can take my hand off, like I'm doing, but we're not at a climb rate that I like. So let's get that set. All right, autopilot on. Let's come down here. Let's push the heading button, and we'll pull back on this knob a couple of times to get our altitude increased a little bit. Alright, I think maybe we will just continue climbing. I don't know. We can always hold off here at 9,000 feet. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's click on altitude. Nope, not you. Altitude. That'll hold us. Come over here. Let's put these in cruise. And now we'll just keep an eye on the power and the fuel, and we're good to go. Good to go. The original flight plan had us going up to 23,000 feet, but I like looking at the ground. No reason to go that high. We can thank Captain Chicago for this music today. We'll be doing an ILS landing, hopefully, with this thing. And now those little discs that were hanging out Yeah, we can see they're put away now. They were over here and on the other side. Those are the landing lights. This thing's got some big propellers, doesn't it? Look at them things. Things are huge. I don't think I've ever flown into Arkansas on purpose before. But yeah, this is a great little plane to fly. Hey, what up, man? I won't wreck it. I'll do my best. I thought it was too early for you to show up, dude. I thought you were out giraffe hunting. What's up, brother man? What's happening? How you doing? Thank you, Keith. Better wipe that seat off, Grease, before you sit in it. Seemed like he done soiled it a little bit. Fuel's okay. We don't need to transfer any yet. A young French giraffe today. Mon ami. Zut alors, your titties are moi. Turn around, let me see the ass. C'est magnifique. Bah. Your lips are, how do I say, perfect for a sucking dick. Nice. Nice, man. Good old French giraffe. All right, we're getting ready to make a little turn to the northeast. We're just staying in heading mode the whole time since oh yeah, absolutely. You've been finding some keepers lately, man, all over the world, man. Greece's apartments like the United Nations, man. Just all nationalities are welcome. You just come right on in, help yourself. Sit right here. Let me show you this form you got to fill out. That's what I'm saying, man. Your keeper list keeps on getting bigger and bigger. That's all right, man. You got to have some choices to sift through. Absolutely. It sounds like it. Definitely sounds like it. From what we've heard from you in the last, I guess, few months, absolutely. Oh right, absolutely. Yeah, it's that that inclusive policy where everybody's included. Don't matter what nationality you are, you can all get slayed by the Greek meat. All nationalities need to learn how to take it. Alright, let me see where we're at with this flight here. We might go into sped up mode here a little bit. I think we're going to be on this part of the route here for a few minutes. Chero to TXK. Let me see if... Let's plug this in here. 116.3. Alright, 116.3. Alright, so we got 110 miles to there. And then we still have probably another 50 miles to the airport. Yeah, let's go into sped up mode here. We'll just click it once. Yeah, this is okay. So the little one here is nav 1. Okay. Okay, that makes a little more sense now. I thought the big one was nav 1. So I wonder now if I can get lined up with the course. I wonder if it'll follow the course now. If I click on track mode, once we get the CDI indicator lined up. Yeah, man, the great Greek meat. Oh, with the Georgian. Absolutely. Sorry, I just put the chat back on. I don't know when you sent that. Sorry if I'm reading it a little bit late. You gotta have that rematch, man. You need to show where you're the champ. You're not going down for the count. Right, you got all the nations covered that you were looking to get covered. Now you got to start making the cuts. First round is over. Semifinals are up next. And we figure out who's the keeper from there. The Armenian, the Azeri, the Georgian, the Egyptian, and the French. All vying for the gyro meat of Greek. Half Egyptian, half Morocco. Ooh. That's a cool mixture. Very cool mixture. We're getting a little closer to lining up. Looks like we'll, I guess, line up completely after we make this next turn. Not really a fan of building the routes from the main page there, but with this airplane, it is necessary, unfortunately. That way we can get the little phone to have the correct information in it. Alright, let's get lined up here. Maybe we'll drop down to like 5,000 feet. Maybe we'll do that. Looks like we need to transfer a little bit of fuel, though. We'll stay here for now. Alright, let's finish lining up. And let's see if we click on track, what's going to happen. Capture is for a localizer. Let's try track. now that we're in GPS mode. Now that we realize this is nav 1 now. I always thought this was nav 2. The smaller unit made sense to me that that was nav 2, but I guess they got other plans for me. They're like, nope, you're wrong, Ray. Let's go regular speed for a few minutes while I work on transferring this fuel over there. It's been a little bit since I've done this here. All right, tip tank on or outer tank. To the main tanks. Just transfer a little bit more fuel in until we get to that next line. That's off. That should be off. Yep. All right, very good. We just added more fuel to the main tank. I'm not sure if we're going to be following this course or not. Let's see what happens. Maybe it'll work. Maybe not. Who knows? Yeah, I like when they try to convince you that they're so naive and so innocent, and then you start getting down and there ain't no way this is their first time doing that. They know, you just know. Some women are too good around the dick, and they're like, oh no, you're like the second guy I've been with. Like, no way. Impossible. I don't say that out loud most of the time. I think it to myself, but every once in a while it slips out. Like, no way, bitch. Ain't no way you're unfamiliar with a dick. Alright, it looks like we're following the line pretty good. So, yeah, I don't usually fly this plane with the Garmin systems. Usually I just do the old style, navigating like VORs and ADFs. So the Garmin, and this is a bit new for me. I wasn't sure it would actually follow the route, but it looks like it is. Should probably get under the clouds. I think that would be cool to do. Let's work on that. Let's get under the clouds, and then we can see the ground much better. So in order to do that, we just need to remove the altitude button. Just angle down a little bit. And then reduce the throttle a bit. No big rush to get down to really any altitude. I mean, we're not like, it's not like we have to get down there. So you can just stay at this 500 to 700 right here, I guess. I just want to get underneath the clouds. That was a fun flight last night with the Duke. I really enjoyed flying that. I'm not a big fan of the checklist though. That's a big, I thought about that last night afterwards. And like, I mean, to get that plane up in the air following the checklist, it's probably about 150 steps, I think. One page is 80, another page is like 30 some, I think. It's, and a lot of those checks, even though it's just checking systems, most of the time in airplanes you don't have to do any of that because nothing is set to fail unless you program it to. This airplane, it's got like 400 different failures. This little twin turbine, yeah. So, and you got to run through a lot of systems in that airplane to check everything to make sure you don't have any faults. And Takes a while to get up in the air in that airplane. But once you're up in the air, it's great. You could probably fly it without checking all those. And then if you do get an issue, I think it's pretty easy to fix. You just need to click on the tablet. But that was like the first real flight I've done with that airplane. I wanted to kind of run through everything. Maybe next time we'll just start on the runway. That way everything is already done. We can just get up in the air. Let's go back and we click the N button one time for 2x. Go back on the throttle a bit. I think we're getting ready to get below the clouds. It's a fun little plane to fly. I have so many little planes that are fun to fly, I just kind of forget about. There's only so many hours in the day to fly. I mean, if we can get this aviation nation done like I'm trying to, then we'd all be able just to sit home in our drawers and play Flight Simulator all day and get paid for it. Eat pizza, or eat whatever you want. Get the government to pay us to sit home and play the Flight Simulator all day. That would be beautiful. Then I could fly all these different airplanes all the time. I can't really do it during the day. And then we have the usually streaming at night, or the nights I'm not streaming, I'm usually recording a video so I can get it put up the next day. I love it. It doesn't feel like work. It's not a hassle to do. It's just there's not enough hours in the day to fly all the different airplanes. Not on a regular basis. Sucks. These clouds are really low. Jeez, they're under 5,000 feet. I didn't think this part of America was supposed to have like any storms today, but these clouds are pretty low. Our radar altitude is still good. We're not in jeopardy of hitting the ground. Yeah, this Mitsubishi is great. It's a great little airplane. I didn't realize until recently they still use these in certain parts of the world for regular flights, usually cargo flights. Canada's got Air Thunder, I think it is, or Thunder Air, something like that. We got this one here that flies from Texas to Arkansas. Arkansas. I wonder why my voice has been cracking lately. I really do think it's from vaping and talking all day. Yeah, lately, man, my voice has been kind of cracking a little bit. All right, let's get just underneath of these clouds, and then we'll level off. Treat it like a bush trip, where we just stay close to the ground. All right, let's push the altitude button before we crash. All right, let's just stay here for a while. I mean, we're at 2,000 feet. Yeah, we're only about 2,000 feet over ground, so at least that's what the radar altimeter says. Actually, let's get rid of live weather. Let's just make it nice outside. We can see everything. Now we're kind of stable again now that we got rid of that all those clouds and everything. Should probably climb a little bit now that we have, yeah. Let's climb just a little bit. I like to at least get the radar altitude indicator. I at least like to get that out of the way. Let's get this radar altimeter kind of maxed out. Maybe that'll smooth out the flight a little bit too. Of course, I think if I was in regular speed, that might help as well. All right, we can level off here. That's fine. Let's just push the altitude button now. All right, that's done. Let me look at this clock to make sure I am in regular mode. 4,000, 5,000. Yeah, that's regular speed there. All right, let's see if we make this turn on our own. Well, we don't have too much longer on this flight. And we'll do the Malibu Meridian, which is a fun plane to fly. FS Reborn has done a really good job with that airplane. Really good job. The detail on that airplane is really good. And what you have to do while you're flying, which is very unique to that airplane only, from what I've seen. Out of all the other airplanes I've had, this is the only airplane that has certain things you need to continually worry about and take care of that no other plane does at all. Got some needy ass customers we got to take care of all flight. Always thirsty, always hungry, always complaining. But they took selfies. They'll take selfies with us in the beginning and flirt with the pilot, so it says on the screen, and then the rest of the time they complain. They're nice in the beginning, then they start complaining. All right, looks like we are actually following the route, which is cool. Should be getting ready to come into this approach here pretty soon. What do we have left here? Yeah, and then we have Markey, so 10 miles, and then about 70 miles. Oh, that's cumulative. So 42 miles, so 50 miles to Markey. That's not bad. Markey's the beginning of our, well, you can see it. It's the beginning of our approach. That'll go by pretty quick. And we're in regular speed, it looks like. Right, let me pull up this chart for this landing. ILS landing. ILS 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 111.5 and 53. Let's check the METAR in this area. All right, 30.09. Fuel's looking okay. And we got to make sure we keep the fuel going, because if we don't, we will fall out of the sky. All right, there's out 30.09. And we do have 111.5 programmed in here. And then we just need to get our CDI indicator set for 53, which is not too far from 30, 40, 50. Go to this line here. 1, 2, 3. All right, close enough. Close enough. And then once we can line up with the localizer, we'll click on the CDI indicator to flip it to BLOC, I think is what the mode is. We'll click on the capture button down here. We'll click on the GS button, and we'll be doing an ILS landing in this Mitsubishi MU-2. Really fun airplane. You do have to transfer fuel fairly often yourself with this airplane. Oops. Yeah, fairly often you gotta transfer fuel either from the wing tanks or the tips into the main tanks. They make it pretty simple though. You just move these two up right here. Here's the fuel right here. This is our main fuel. And then we have the outer tanks and then the tip tanks. So like if we were going to transfer from the outer tanks, we would do that. If you want to transfer from the tips, you do this. And that transfers it from the tips. All right, what did it say here? The outer tank is empty. We can't have that. Oh, I don't want all that fuel. Hang on a second here. Hold on 1 second. Let's. That's good. All right, that'll be okay. All right. Getting closer. I think we're over Arkansas right now. It's either Texas or Arkansas. But yeah, we're getting ready to hit our initial air fix for our landing. We'll switch out of this track mode we're in, where it's following the route automatically. We'll switch into heading mode, switch our CDI indicator, get lined up for this landing, and see if we can get this ILS landing on this Mitsubishi MU-2. Really cool little plane. Definitely worth getting. I love flying this thing. It's so easy to get into and just fly. It sounds real good. It taxis real fast. Like, you don't need slew mode with this thing. This thing is a rocket on the ground. Very hard to keep this thing is at a good, slow, safe speed. on the ground. This thing just wants to... All right, let's see where we at. All right, we're getting ready to hit Pikes. So we got about 27 miles to Markey. It's really not worth putting it in sped up mode, I don't think. Not for 20 some miles. I mean, I don't know, maybe it is. Well, yeah, let's go in sped up mode for a few minutes. We'll turn it off here coming up. We'll turn it off with like 10 miles left or something like that. We got about 19 miles now to Markey. And we are flying a lot lower than we should be. But being a simulator, we can do whatever we want. Missouri. All right, we got about 15 miles to Markey. Getting ready to hit Elmo. All right, let's slow down. Regular speed. 1,000. Yep, that's correct. Got about 10 miles to Markey, that's fine. Like I said, Markey is the beginning of our landing here. Let's set the bottom here for 110. You know, it doesn't matter. When we flip the CDI, it flip-flops these. So there's really no reason to plug anything in for nav2. All right, we'll do this for nav1 because we're going to use that here momentarily. You'll probably do it now, actually. Let's do it now. All right. First of all, let's set our decision height. That is 216. Set our decision height. Thought we could use this button here, but doesn't look like we can. Oh well. Maybe this will go down and then we just manually look at our decision height. All right, let's put ourselves in heading mode. this heading mode. Let's flip our CDI right here and activate frequency. .15 is correct. And we will follow Marky here. And then from there, we have to go on a heading of 8 degrees, it looks like. Let's do that. And then from there, we're doing 53. So, and we can click our capture button. Let's actually slow down a little bit. What did it say for our speeds? Lap speed 175. Landing gear 170. All right. Let's at least slow down to like 180, 190. 70, somewhere in that area. Once our localizer starts to capture, we'll move on over. We got the flag also from the glide slope showing up now too, which is good. All right, looks like we're getting ready to capture this flag and this line here. We're about 18 miles away. Captain had to run out for a little bit. He'll be back though. All right, capture and GS. All right, now that should take care of it for an ILS landing here. Still got about 17 miles, so there's no reason to put the landing gear down yet, but we can keep it around 190. 180, somewhere in that area. Yeah, Captain had to step away for a few minutes. I think Keith will be right back too. At least that's what they said. Who knows? That's what they said. Let's put our landing lights back on. See our runway. Yeah, I'm gonna be out tonight. I don't think I'll be able to stream, so we're doing it today. We are flying the FS Reborn Piper Meridian. It's the one that has the passengers that I have to continually feed and keep at the right temperature, otherwise they complain the whole flight. So it's like a 40-minute flight from Fort Lauderdale to Ocala, Florida. But yeah, that's the last one on my list. I had 5 airplanes and 5 flights in the beginning of this week that were stored in my FlightAware account. And this is the second to last one, and then the one coming up is the last one, then I can start fresh. Find 5 new airplanes and 5 new flights. All right, let's put our landing gear down. Put our first stage of flaps. I want to say landing this plane, we should be around 100 knots. It doesn't have a landing speed here, but I would think around 100 is good because that's where the green line ends. 80 could be the number. That might be the lowest like stall number with the flaps down and all that. So maybe we should shoot for like 90 when landing. All right, and this thing is taking us down as well. Does have that ILS capability. Okay, let's put another stage of flaps. And I think we have one more flap after that. Move our propellers all the way forward. There's our beeping for the nav source. You can see it up here as well. In blue. We can turn it off with this panel up here, but by the time we turn it off, it's already off. It's tough to stay out there too long when you're landing or taking off, unless you have the HUD and you can see exactly what's going on with the airplane. When there's no HUD, it's just a guessing game at that point. Am I at the right speed? Am I still climbing? Am I descending? What's going on with my airplane? All right, let's put our last flap down. Get down to about 90. Somewhere in that area. Somewhere in that area. And then we'll land this plane and then we'll jump into the next one. And then when that's over, I can get all cleaned up for the night. All right, we got a pretty good speed going. ILS is still taking us down. Coming here to Hot Springs, Arkansas, or Arkansas, which, from what I understand, people in Arkansas hate when you say, "Oh, this is not Arkansas, it's Arkansas." They don't like that too much. All right, let me put my hand on the yoke. I'm not sure how far this will take us down. I wonder if it'll take us down all the way. Let's see. I've never tried it in this airplane, letting it go down all the way. Looks like it is, though. Wow. Yeah, I would suggest not letting the airplane do a full landing in this airplane. It's kind of rough. Good thing nothing breaks on this airplane. Otherwise, we might have some tires broken and all kinds of bad stuff happening. All right, let's get in this Piper Meridian. Oh, shit. All right, while I'm getting this set up, I got to put myself on mute. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Had a phone call come in. Yeah, I never really know which livery I want to use. That's the thing. I always use the light one because it's less textures and it's easier on the memory. I like the rainbow one. That's always fun to look at while you're flying. Maybe we'll do the Firefly one. I haven't done that one in a while. All right, our tail number on this one here is, get it up here, and okay, I can take the star off the Mitsubishi finally. Now we have N152WF. All right, N152WF. And we're starting off here at Fort Lauderdale. All right, let's go. Let's choose a parking spot. All right, did I already build this one in Navigraph? Let me see here. Saved flights. No. No, I didn't. Hang on, let me build this real quick. Part. Can't believe I didn't build it. All right, KFLL, KOCF. Put KMCO as backup, and let's get the M500. Airframe variant. All right, fuel factor of 5. Not Jacksonville. I don't want that Jacksonville. I want MCO. Leave the shit I put in there. All right, and we got kilograms. We'll do pounds because we're in America. We got a fuel factor of 5. Runway 10 left. All right, so that's 10 left. So let's come down here and we'll just park over here, I guess. Close to the runway. And 10 left will be right off to the side there. All right, let's go. All right, let me finish our fuel planning here. So FAA auto, arrival, let's put in 200 pounds of fuel. Mel fuel, we'll use 100. ATC fuel, we have 30 minutes. And weather fuel, we have 15 minutes. Omni, let's see what course this thing flew. Durrell, Matlick, Odal, and Omni. All right, same route. Very good. Let's click generate flight. Whoa, it's soupy out here today. Huh, didn't like that. All right, let's edit the flight. Let's edit our fuel. Let's let this thing spin around for a minute. Let me see what airports are around Ocala. We have KX. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll do KX35 for the alternate airport. KX35. Marion County. All right, very good. And let's reduce this fuel here. Let's do 100 pounds of arrival fuel and 50 pounds of Mel fuel. And let's generate the flight now and see what happens. See if we're... Yeah, no cargo options. All right, that's fine. All right. Let's go to Navigraph. Let's pull this in. Why am I getting customization wizard? I've done this already. Oh, you know why? Because I reloaded all of Microsoft, so it looks like everything. All right, let me finish Navigraph real quick, and then we'll do that. Let me just import this flight. Import from SimBrief. Click on the approach. Let's see here. There's Sadie right there. You got OCF, Nuckus, and final. Just do final. All right, that's done. All right, so no, man, go ahead, Keith. All right, I just put the chat back on. I was doing something. All right, next we got realism turned on. Yeah, I had yes turned on to all of these. I don't need any of that. I already have all that. But I might have to put in... Nope. Still got the username. All right, gallons, pounds, nautical miles, PSI, and... Yeah, we'll leave Celsius in. All right, flight plan. Everything is back at 0 now. All right, so we don't have to check anything with the airplane. Let's import this. We got our weather. We got our flight plan. So 22,000 and then 16,000 feet. All right, departure. Charts. Do I need any charts? I don't think I do. Oh, I do need the one for takeoff. All right, let's see here. Departure. And that is 10-3A1. So this one right here. All right, ground ops. Everything is removed. Let's put the GPU on. All right, let's load. Let's complete that. All right, let's get our checklist up. All right, pre-flight. Yeah, all this is good. Wheel chocks are good. GPU, we do need to open the door. We'll roll out the red carpet for everybody too. All right, that's done. All right, before start, all electrical switches are off. Ice is frozen. The game froze. Damn. A damn game. There we go. That's weird. All right, let me switch my controller actually on this one. This one I can use. You know, I'll keep the same one for now. All right, all switches are off. Cabin climate control is off. Circuit breakers are all pushed in, it looks like. All right, ECS is off. Parking brake is set. Lead air is pulled. Power's at idle. Ignition lever is cut off. You know what? I do want to put the one on for the airlines because I need that to go into reverse mode. And reverse mode is supposed to be how you taxi in this airplane. is by using reversers. All right, 138, that's fine. 738. All right, go back. No flaps, stay up. All right, conditioners are cut off. Emergency switch. Push that on. Yep, that's on. All right, we can turn that off now. Put the battery on. Check the fuel gauges. Yep, fuel looks okay. All right, press and hold the fire button. Yep. All right, let's start the engines up. Battery voltage is good. Passengers are on their way. All right, fuel pump, let's put that on manual. You have the left and right illuminated. All right, ignition switch. Let's put that on manual. Take that. Yep. All right, start mode switch is off. Let's lift the cover. Let's push this in. All right, let's move our ignition lever all the way up. Oh yeah, I read it. It's all good. All right. Verify 1200 RPMs. That dinging, I believe, is going to stay until we close the door. But we're still waiting on our passengers. So, all right, generator switch on. Altimeter switch on. Fuel pumps, we can put those on auto. Ignition switch off. I think they just showed up. I heard a horn beep. Let's see. Yep. There's our peoples getting out of that limousine. You should be flirting with the pilot here pretty soon. Yeah, right now they're taking selfies. Nice. Yeah, pretty soon it's going to say that they're flirting with the pilot here too. Yep, right now they're flirting with the pilot. All right, let's put our avionics on. Let's close that. Cast messages are okay. Autopilot. Keto switch. All right, that works. All right, taxi. Nav. Cabin climate controls, yeah, that's important. Let's get them put on. All right, so we got air conditioning. We'll turn that on. Put that on high for now. All right, there we go. So let's get this turned on to normal. All right, elevator trim. You got to get that set for takeoff range. Let's close the door. And we can remove the red carpet. We can also remove GPU. Come on. All right, that's good. We can go to this page now. Yeah, they're very hot. All right, I got you guys. All right, let's get you something to eat, something to drink. I know your guys are hot. We'll be okay here in a minute. All right. All right, we got to do the rudder. We'll do the trim a little bit later. Let's hold this to the right until it gets into the green. There we go. All right, bleed air lever. Let's push that in. Cabin dump is okay. ECS is normal. That's fine. Altimeter we'll set. All right. Let's see here. Altimeter here is 2998. Set that. Put our flight director on. All right, now the next one here. All right, let's do this test real quick. And then we'll get out of here. So let's move our levers up to 1900 RPMs. Hang on. Get up to 1900. I can get there. All right, whatever. It'll just have to stay there. All right, overspeed governor test. I don't think I've ever done this actual test before. Where is this button at? Oh, okay, I got it. All right. All right, that's fine. Put this back to idle. And then reverse lock, out switch. Where's that at? Oh, all right. Push that in. Let's try to move these towards reverse and see if we can. Nope, we can't. We're locked out. Hence the name. All right, very good. Let's get our... All right, all that's good. Generator switch off and on. All right, that's all good. All right, before takeoff, generator switch, alternator switch. All that's good. Fuel pump needs to go to manual. Ignition needs to go to manual. Heato on. Strobes on. Avionics, flaps, we don't need flaps. Trim is okay. I guess we could move the trim a little bit. Takeoff range. Oh, we are in takeoff range. All right, very good. All right, let's get out of here. Move the parking brake. Flaps, rudder. Oh, I do need to pull a booklet up for this thing, actually. Shit. I need to get a booklet pulled up. Yep, for a little bit longer. All right, let's make our way to the runway. We need to go into reverser mode. Slow down a bit. Can't really hear the airplane. There we go. Not sure what happens in the music. I'll fix that here in a moment. I do need to get a booklet pulled up for this airplane so I can fly, because that has all the ways to fix the failure. It has the performance chart for cruise, and it's also got the checklist that I like to follow while I'm in the air. All right, but yeah, we're in this beta mode with this airplane. It's essentially reversers, but that's how you're supposed to taxi here, so. All right, I believe we're going to 22,000 feet. I don't think we're gonna do that. We'll probably just go up to like 6,000. Actually, no, let's climb the whole way up this airplane. We didn't do that last time around. Let's go up to 22,000. But yeah, if you taxi too fast, you may wind up burning your brakes before you even take off. So they have this beta range, which you're supposed to do. Now, this company, FS Reborn, they have a new airplane that's supposed to be coming out soon. I forget who they're in works with, but I think FS Reborn and another company, they're the ones that are either doing the 707 or the 727 that's coming out. I forget which one they're a part of. It's one of those two, and I can't wait because FS Reborn, they make some really good stuff. All right, let me get lined up, and then I'll get that chart out, that little booklet. And we'll get up in the air. We got to switch our... No, the CDI looks okay. That's GPS. All right, let me put the brakes on real quick. Let's get into actual idle. All right, and let me get this up here. Let me go to OneDrive. And let's see here. I almost got it pulled up here on the computer. All right, FS Reborn. Here we go. FSR 500 manual. How many pages is this thing? Not bad. 148. All right, let me get down towards the bottom. I think it's page 123, I think. Nope. All right, let me move this out so I can read it. All right, it is, those are the warning messages. Maybe it's 132. Okay, these are... All right, these are the performance tables. All right, here is that. Okay, all right, I need to go up a little bit more. These are all the failures. I want to get to the checklist. Got like 7 pages of failures. Come on. We're almost there. All right, here we go. So it's page... Oh, it was close. I just needed to go back. I was on page 123. It's 121. All right, normal takeoff, brakes, 85 knots. All right, very good. Let me do this real quick here. We're in GPS. Let me look at our people, make sure they're okay. All right, let's, they're good right now. Let's turn the fan speed down so we don't make them too cold. Put that right there. Let's turn the air conditioning off during takeoff. And let's get out of here. Through the parking brake. And it says here about 85 knots to rotate. We're a little heavier though, as we're packed with fuel and with people. All right, landing gear up. Well, I don't know what to do actually. I guess I got to make a right-hand turn because we're not supposed to make lefts. So we'll just make a big circle. All right, let's see here. So next up on this checklist, we got to put the pumps on auto. We never did put our landing lights on. Sorry about that, guys. Maybe we should restart completely. All right. That's okay. 125 seems to be the best rate of ascent. You told me not to make left-hand turns, dude. Sorry, I'm just putting the chat back on. You were yelling at me last night for making a left-hand turn. Oh my god, I'll have to go back to the chat. I'll go back to the tape later on today, find it and screenshot it to you. If you weren't watching today, that's what I usually do. But you told me last night you were like right-hand turns only. Maybe it was for that procedure turn. I don't know. But I do remember you saying that. It might have been for the procedure turn, because I've never heard that in my life before about only making right-hand turns on takeoff. Yeah, I didn't think it was a thing. I thought that sounded a little suspect. I was like, well, he is a real pilot. He would know better than me. We're doing okay, though. We're doing okay. Let's get lined up. All right, let's put nav on. Y'all dampener we probably could have put on a while ago. And let's do flight level control, and let's put the autopilot on. And let's move this down to 125. Alright, everything looks okay, I think, with the engines. Let me see what the checklist says. So for maximum continuous power climb, max of 1313 for the pound-feet of torque, 770 for our exhaust, and NG should be no more than 101. So, alright, so that's all good. Cruise, we need to go to the Annex A table. Let me get down to that. So we're on 123. Let me put on 144. I think it's around there. Nope. Nope. We're off. Let's scroll up so I can get this table. Because it gives us a really nice table depending on how cold it is outside, what our fuel flow is, and gives us a good little table here to read what our torque should be and fuel flow and true airspeed. All right, cruise performance. All right, This is the correct chart here. Now this flight here, N152WF, that's the flight that I'm basing this off of. This is a real flight from, oh, the passengers are hot. Oh my God, we forgot to put the air conditioning back on, they're melting. This is a real flight from Fort Lauderdale to Ocala. I think it took place today, actually. Okay, let me, how can I do this while we're doing, let me try to pull it up on my phone from last night. Sometimes it takes about 24 hours for the stream to be able to show the chat and all that, but let me see if I can find it from last night. Carlos, if you're watching, I use a Turtle Beach Velocity 1 flight stick. I'll write you back a little bit later and answer your question, but it's a Turtle Beach Velocity 1 flight stick. All right, the passengers are cooling off. That's good. Let's get some pillows out for them. Now, we never did tell them to put their seatbelts on, but oh well. Guess they'll be okay. All right, let's go here to view channel, live. All right, let's see here. All right, that should be our departure here. You know what? Did we even put that in? It should be in already. Oh no, we never put the departure in. Oh well. Too late now. Let's put in our cruising altitude at least. Come on, work with me. Now, according to... Actually, we can look at the flight plan here, actually. Odell is 16,000. So let's just go to 16,000 then. We'll stay there. All right, the approach we're doing today is, where's Navigraph at? Oh, you know what, it might be on here actually. No, it doesn't have it on there. All right, so it's ILS 36 right. Let's plug that in at least. Yeah, I forgot this airplane. This airplane will bring in the flight plan, but not the departures and approaches, even if you have them programmed. All right, so select approach, ILS 36, and we can just put in guess we can just do vectors. I hate having vectors in the flight plan though. Now we'll just do OCF. All right, and the minimums are... All right, let's go back to the charts. Star that. All right, enter. Let's go to load. All right, that's good. All right, we're almost at 16,000. And let me see here. We are at about 0 degrees. And at 16,000 feet. $16,000 we should be somewhere around 12. Around 1258. Around 1250, 1258, 1260 for maximum pound-feet of torque. All right, and is there anything that I need to do? All right, cruise climb. Those are on auto. And dust tilt. All right, that's fine. All right, let me look through this here video now and see what I can find, because I know what was said. No, I don't have the F-35. I've thought about getting the F-35 a few times. I've just never pulled the trigger on it. All right, here we go. United, I'll be getting a promotion. Can't find a good username. Okay, let's pause this and run through the chat. Aspen, catch up. 2 years. Sent you a Discord. All good. Having a grab. Work. Pretty good. All right, I'm going through the chat now, trying to find it. Fine. It's out on Xbox for sure. Friday, Future 7, Spicy. Music. Alright, maybe it's farther up. ECS. 45-degree bank. Bid. 60, 70. Travel. ETH. Check ride. Rudder coordination. Multitasking. Pullback. 60 degrees. It helps. Actually, opposite. All right. Cruise is good. Let me get some music put on in the background while I'm looking up this chat. Might have to wait till I get on my computer. Find this, find this chat. Very cumbersome trying to find it on my phone. I can't go through all the chat at one time, only like a little part of it. But I could have sworn you said only make right turns. I could have sworn it. I could have sworn it. Oh shit. Well, damn, now I gotta buy it. Now I gotta buy it. All right, I'll buy it later on tonight. Yep, no problem, dude. Thanks for the super chat. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm trying to find this, this only turn 30 degrees. I mean, only turn 30 degrees. Only make right turns. But it's very cumbersome to try to find on my phone. I can't go through the whole chat at one time. I could have sworn you said that, though, last night. Right. Yes, that's right. Yep, you have a holding pattern. It's just NASCAR turns today. Yeah, I'll look it up later. I can't. It's too difficult just to scroll through a little bit of chat at a time. Yeah, I've seen the F-35. Like, I think it's in my wish list, actually. And I've had my eye on it for a long time. I just never pulled the trigger on it. Hey, you know what? What time do I need to leave my house today, actually? I think I might be cutting it close. Let me see here. What time is dinner tonight? Oh shit, I got a package from Amazon outside. Give me 1 second, guys. That thing's been sitting out there since like 6 o'clock this morning. Forgot about it. Hopefully it's still there. Be right back. Nice. It's good living in a fairly safe neighborhood where you can have an Amazon package sitting out there for... Of course, that Ring doorbell sitting there might deter people as well, but I don't think I've ever had anybody come up to the house and try to take a package or anything like that ever. Let me see if I can find this. Yeah, that sucks. Oh, why am I looking up super? Trying to find out what time dinner is tonight. All right, I should have enough time to finish. Any good movie recommendations? Man, I'm always down to watch Aliens or The Godfather, 40-Year-Old Virgin. Hateful Eight, Django Unchained, Ghostbusters, the original Ghostbusters. All right, so it starts at 6. So as long as I am out of my house by like 5 today, I'll be okay. So yeah, I still got time. I got time to finish this flight. Hey man, you're not alone. To be completely honest, the first time I've ever watched it all the way through was like a month ago. It's a great movie. Really good. All right, let's check out our passengers now. All right, they're okay. They are hungry and thirsty. Yeah, I don't know what kind of airline like we're trying to represent here, but when you're back here and you're a customer, I mean, we serve croissants, macaroons, it looks like, or whatever those things are called, post-it notes, post-it notes, and some coffee with some mysterious white stuff floating in it, which I don't know. Could be foam, could be creamer, could be something else. All right, let's set this as number 1. Come over here. Set you as number 2. There we go. We can pull this shade closed, right? I think this has the bathroom. I think this is the plane that has the bathroom. Let me see. I know I have a private plane that has a... Oh, no. This isn't it. Maybe it is the TBM. Golf bag. Cargo net. Oh, a golf cargo net's been installed. Awesome. I always wanted to play a round of golf in Ocala, Florida. Yeah, FS Reborn has done a really good job with this airplane. This is the only airplane I'm aware of that they've done. I don't know what else they've done. But, you know, this plane, even though it's got a lot of buttons and stuff to push, like, it's pretty easy to navigate everything in this plane. You know, the Garmin systems aren't anything special. These buttons are laid out nicely. But the thing that sold me on this airplane, the only thing I knew about this airplane before I bought it, was the interior lights. When I saw the picture of it, I was like, oh yeah, we're getting that thing. Look at this. This is awesome. This is what sold me, this screenshot right here. Cool looking, isn't it? I don't know if this is how it lights up in real life, the Piper Malibu Meridian, but in here it lights up like that. Right, Tron, exactly. That's exactly what I thought of when I saw those pictures in the marketplace. I saw that airplane and I was like, oh, let me check this out. And I saw that, I'm like, damn, that looks like the racetrack in Tron. I need to get that. And then I bought it, and then I found out about all the other stuff it does with maintenance and the realism settings and the people and the charts and the this and the that. I mean, it's really cool what this plane can do. You know, we have VFR charts, we got IFR charts, we got all the charts, and then we got like regular navigation mode. I don't think that's what I don't think that's the comment, Keith, but I appreciate the research. Yeah, I don't think that was it. I could have sworn it was something. It might have been sent to me in Discord too. Actually, let me check Discord real quick. I don't think it was in Discord. No, it wasn't in Discord. At least I don't think so. I'll look for it again later. But I could have sworn that he said just make right-hand turns. Maybe I was dreaming it up. I don't know. Maybe since I turned my brain off for a while last night and I really wasn't doing a whole lot of thinking, maybe I thought I read something I didn't. It could happen, dude. Shit kind of happens when you get older. I think it was from last night's stream, to be honest. I think. I don't recall for sure, but I think it was. All right, what time is it here? Let's move this up so the sun's starting to come out. Do like a sunrise flight. I like this playlist you sent, Chicago. Pretty good, man. The ones from last night. No strikes yet. Everything's okay so far. If they didn't strike anything yet, I doubt they will. Usually that's a pretty quick thing with YouTube. All right, everything's okay here. Still a little heavy. And everything looks okay with the airplane. Probably put this in 1x for now. Let's do that. Let's move up the speed 1 notch. Yeah, me too. All right, I just moved into sped up mode. Yeah, I wish they would make more planes too, man. A2A, that Comanche is a special plane, that's for sure. That's right. Go Kamala. We're all behind you. Some more than others. Yeah, that's right. That burrito from 7-Eleven, that thing is awesome. And they got a gas station there, so I guess technically it is a gas station burrito. It's great, man. That Red Hot. Every 7-Eleven sells them. Shit, if you got a 7-Eleven around your way, go check out their little cold section. And they got that red hot burrito there. Oh, the Costco hot dog? Shit. I got 2 teenagers, man. I know about the Costco hot dog and the pizza. They got some big ass hot dogs at Costco. You know you're getting old when you fart in the middle of the night and it wakes yourself up. All right, what am I supposed to actually descend? Let's see here. Go here. So 16,000 is Yojix. Alright, so Yojix is right up there, then we're gonna start descending. Down. Oh, we're actually not too far away. Alright, let's slow down our airplane to regular speed. Let me get this chart out and plug in what I need to. We got 111.5. That's miraculously plugged in somehow. I guess that's because we chose it in the Garmin system here, but I hate when they plug it in automatically. That really burns me up. Like, I want to do that. Not you guys. Me. Alright, let's sync our heading. Let's go into heading mode. Switch our CDI indicator. We got a course of 4 degrees. So let's set that up. Oops. All right, 4 degrees. That's done. Let's do the same thing for nav 2, just in case. Just in case both sides have to be programmed. I don't think they do, but might be safer just to do it. All right, PFD options, DME. Back. Let's put on nav again. All right, that's now done. All right, we got the rest programmed here. All right, very good. Very good. That's right, it was Grease's birthday the other day. I think he turned 21 again. Isn't that what he said? All right, let's check out our peoples. They're doing okay. He was here. He's probably worn out from giraffe hunting. He said he caught a French one yesterday, so... or earlier today, I guess. They say he's a little worn out from that. Telling you, man, when you're a lion and you chasing the gazelle or any other kind of animal that you gotta jump on and bite its butt or take it down, that takes a lot out of you. Doesn't matter if it's gazelles you're hunting or giraffes. Yeah, me too. I love doing these kind of flights where it's just really nice scenery to look at. There you go. See, you could live that dream of just playing Flight Simulator all day and sitting in your drawers. You got a rich wife. That's what I'm talking about. No problem, honey. I'll take care of dinner. You just keep on bringing home that bacon. I would make such a good house husband. Man, am I ready for a rich woman? Come and take care of me, baby. Let me spend all your money. Let me turn the downstairs into a huge cockpit. We're gonna recreate a A320 Neo cockpit. Right, exactly. Full motion simulator in the basement. Absolutely. All right, so it looks like we're making this turn. We're getting ready to actually get to our top of descent here coming up. I think if we were at cruising altitude, like the one that was in the flight plan, we'd probably be pretty close to descending right now. Once we finish making this turn. I usually use the checklist in the PDF document because it's a bit more comprehensive. Maybe I'll use this one instead. Really, the only thing we gotta check besides the windshield heat and just lights and stuff, we just have to make sure we put the 2 switches back on manual. All right, we do need to get down to 2,000 feet at some point. Where is our top of descent? All right, we have about 13 minutes. So it'll show up on the map when it's ready to. Zoom in a little bit. Like 5 miles usually. Let's sync up our heading. Let's check our passengers out. They are getting a little hungry and thirsty again, so let's feed them again. Everything is still looking good. Let's check out our weather. Got our runway right here. This is not the runway we're using. Here we go, 36. And we are sitting at 30.04, so let's plug that in. The winds are okay. Visibility looks okay. Temperature is not too bad. Oh, top of descent. Yeah, there we go. Top of descent does show up on this here as well. Let's go back into sped up mode for a couple of minutes. Sold a software company. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's IMAX into fully functional cockpits in the basement. With an IMAX movie room. Absolutely. Go ahead, Keith. Go give her that little Pittsburgh swag. That little Pittsburgh shuffle. Yeah, I know they are. All right, let's slow down. Yeah, they're no joke, those things. Them things are expensive. There's a couple of people I've seen on YouTube over the years where they have like real cockpits. Like I saw one guy, he's got a 737 cockpit. It looks like the real thing, and the way that the windows are set up with the screens, like the monitors, and all the I mean, it looks just like the cockpit. It's crazy. The whole panel above, the pedestal, everything looks just like the real thing. Yeah, that's him. I think that's the guy. Yep. And then there was another guy I saw. I think he lived over in Scandinavia, I think. But he had a full-out A10 Warthog cockpit, and the way it's set up, his chair moves like the actual tilt of the airplane. So it like rumbles when he's, you know, getting ready to take off, and then when he pulls back, the seat like angles backwards. That is really cool, man. When he turns, the seat goes side to side and down when he descends. Whoa, that's a big ladder. That's cool, man. Wow, that's cool. You can use them anytime you want for free. That is cool. Winter Haven. Oh, no shit. You get real life hours on a level D sim. No shit. That's great. Dude, you can drive there, man, from Pittsburgh. Get there in less than a day. Man, have Chicago pick you up, man. He'll take one of his students. Chicago, take your best 2 students. Go to Pittsburgh and pick up Keith. But before you go back, you guys got to go to the fast food capital of the world, which is not too far from Pittsburgh. I actually forget the name of the town now. The little town off Route 70. And like the whole town is nothing but fast food restaurants. Shit, I forget the name of it now. Oh well. It's like right on that not Pittsburgh, right on that Pennsylvania Maryland line when you're crossing Route 70. Man, I used to know the name of it. I used to stop by there on my way to college when I went to college. Long time ago. Right. Get your United bonus points. Alright, let's check our passengers out. Alright, cabin is good. It's a nice stable 19.5 degrees Celsius, which they love. Coffee and snacks have been served. There's no orange with them. Still in the green with our airplane. That's all good. Hopefully they give us a good rating for the landing when we do it. These passengers are very picky about giving out good reviews for landings. They must be friends with Chicago, because they are very critical of landings. I see you driving from Pittsburgh to Chicago with a smoker smoking racks of ribs on the way to... That's funny. I could just see this car going, or a truck or whatever you drive, going down the highway with that smoker on the back of it. That'd be funny. Yeah, man, that'd be great. Put them ribs right next to you while you're flying a sim. Get all kinds of barbecue sauce all over the yoke and the throttle. You know, a lot of these single engine propeller planes that are from this era, they have a lot of those have those pipes in the front here. I know the TBM has it. The Beechcraft we flew last night has it. I mean, it makes sense to have them there. It's just a lot of planes look very similar, I guess, where that propeller is. Yeah, I've seen them on, I think maybe almost all the turboprops that I have. I think. Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense that they all kind of look the same. It would, I think it would make sense that a lot of the size of the engines and components and all that will be roughly about the same. All right, let's see what we got coming up here. We got Unku, and we should have our top of descent. Yep, right up there. All right, let's plug in 2,000 feet and let's put on VNAV. I gotta look at the clock as well, because I don't remember if I'm still in that sped up mode or not. Let me look at the seconds on the clock here. Let me activate VNAV first. The V path on this plane is pretty good. We just got to keep the throttle proper. All right, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3. Okay, yeah, we're not in sped up mode anymore. I thought I took it off, but there's no way of really knowing for sure unless you check the clock. PMDG, they got it down pat. You pick how fast you want to go and the plane will do it. And then you just turn it off when you are ready for it to be off. But the rest of the world, that's not PMDG, we got to look at a clock. Or remember how many times we've clicked forward or clicked backwards. Because if we do regular sped up mode from the regular simulator and we want to go into like 4x, that's pushing the button twice, quote unquote button. I have it on as a button, but you can set it up however you want. But then to get back to regular speed, you got to push the other button to decrease the speed. So however much you increase it by, you got to decrease it by. You can't just turn it on or off. I don't know either, man. It is a great feature. Especially, I like the one in the 737 a bit more than the 777 at this point. Just because with that one, when you get to about a mile, half a mile from the waypoint, it slows down. It makes the turn or goes through the waypoint. And then like a half a mile to a mile afterwards, it picks up speed again. That's great how it does that. It slows down a little bit in the 777, but it's not like the 737. Yeah, I figured it would be coming out in an update. I know we're still waiting for that first update to come out, so I expect a few things to be different with that airplane. For the good or for the bad, but I expect them to be different. All right, now VNAV is not showing up on our Garmin system, so I don't know if it's going to do it or not. Oh, here's top of descent. There it is. It finally showed up. Took a minute for it to come up to the party, but it's here now. All right, we'll pull our throttle back here momentarily. And let me actually go back up to page, I think it was 121. I know I said I'm okay with the one on the screen, but in a way I'm not, because the one in this booklet is more comprehensive. All right, there's VNAV. Let's move our throttle back a bit. We can't move it back too far or the warning will come on that we need to put our landing gear down, so. All right, windshield heat if needed, ice protection if needed. I don't think we need any of that. I mean, we could put on the windshield heat, I guess, but I don't really think we need it, or the defogger. All right, altimeter set and cross-check. Destination elevation is automatic. That's in there already. We have it right here. And then before landing, autopilot disengaged below 100 knots indicated. Manual for both of the pumps. Landing lights on. All right, very good. Hey, what's up, Magnum? We were just talking. I was just talking about you a little while ago. What was I talking about with Magnum? It was something about airplanes. Something about an airplane that you really like. Or maybe it was last night. I think we were talking about the Tecnam. Oh, the Britten Norman. That's what we were talking about. You have that Britten Norman, and you said, I think you said you really like it. Who was asking about, I forget, somebody in our chat was asking about that airplane last night. I think it was the dude from New Zealand. Username, I think is his name. I think he was asking about that plane last night. He was getting ready to buy it. At Duxford. Oh shit. I'm glad you're doing okay, bud. Hey, what up, Chase? What's up, dude? How you doing? All right, we got a pretty good descent going. Into Ocala. Let's check our passengers out again. See if they need anything. Nope, they're okay. Let's tell them to put their seatbelts back on. Actually, we'll leave their belts off for now. They can go ahead and get wild for a while. Head and get wild. All right, arrival. VTAR is still 30.04. I think after we make this turn, that's pretty much it. And we like, yeah. So we can go into we'll go into heading mode and switch our CDI here after we make this turn. Well, you know, we could probably do it now, actually. Let's do that now. I don't think that'll mess with VNAV. All right, heading mode. Switch our CDI. Yeah, our V path is still okay. All right, let's put the fan on low. Turn the air down a little bit. They're gonna get mad at me in a little bit when I turn the air conditioning off. All right, landing lights. Yes, sir. Oh, I believe you. It's just a matter of me actually executing it. Yep. Power for height and pitch for speed. Here comes our glide slope, is starting to show up to the party. Way early, by the way, but still showing up. At least I think that's what that is. Hang on, guys. All right. That's the route we're supposed to be doing, but we're not doing that. Make it our own route. So I'm guessing we're going to be turning when we get a little closer to this line right here. I don't have anything.
No.
Yep. Oh, we missed our turn, guys. Damn. Damn kids getting in the way of us making safe landings. That's okay. Just kidding. I know we need to check the gear. All right, let me put on nav. Armed a localizer. It might get soupy. It looks like it. Good thing we got instruments. All right, localizer's been captured. That's good. It's one less thing we got to worry about. Let's put our pumps on manual. And let's see what else it says here. Pumps on manual. I mean, auto. What are they on right now? Oh, they were supposed to be on... They were supposed to be on manual for the flight. All right, that's all good. Landing looks like 85 knots is the landing. Other than that, we're good for landing. All right, go back to looking at this. Activate approach mode. Go down. Hopefully we don't need to make a U-turn. We might though. Yeah, I think we are actually. Let's do that. Sorry, I had that time out a few minutes ago and it kind of threw off the timing of all this. Let's go ahead and make a U-turn. Oh, I will. Let me, I'll check my Discord. I see the messaging pop up. I just haven't had a chance to check it yet. All right, let's slow our descent a little bit. We don't speed up. Let's make this circle. Yeah, let me make this U-turn, then I'll check out my Discord. And then we'll get set up again for our landing here. All right, let me check my Discord. Let me check my Discord. Ooh, you got to fly in the real thing today. That's awesome, man. A real Trilander. That's cool. I thought you were just always bullshitting about being in airplanes. I thought you were a bot. I thought you were just a bot from the UK that was real smart. That's cool. You got to fly on the real thing. That's cool. Did you tell the pilots that they were doing something wrong? You're like sitting behind me, like, oh man, don't forget to hit that fuel button. Ah, the old cuttlefish. Yeah, man. We can go to we can do Subnautica. Maybe not today. I gotta get ready to go here soon, but yeah, we can do Subnautica tomorrow. Absolutely, that'd be fun. I got a cuttlefish. I just I don't think I've released them out into the public yet. I thought you were asking for Subnautica. Let me go back to screenshots. Or was it stream ideas? I could have sworn. Yeah, you did, isn't that? Yeah, that's today. July 5th. Oh shit. That's from last month. Never mind. I thought that was from today. Yeah, that was from a while ago. My bad. Yeah, July 5th. Yeah. I got a little mixed up on the dates. My bad. All right, let's make our turn now. All right, and now let's turn around to the left. Since we're allowed to make left-hand turns now. So we got clearance to make left-hand turns. There's our runway up there. Up there. All right, let's get set back up again with... Yeah, this plane is pretty good. it got a lot of good things packed into it, and it works really well. Oh wow, I didn't know you're supposed to get the speed that early. Okay. I'm not really sure the whole distance and speed thing with landing airplanes, like exactly when to get to a certain speed or when to exactly put your flaps down. Okay. We can do that. All right, nav, and let's do approach since the localizer's showing up. Gotcha. All right, I think according to... Oh, I closed out the chart. Shit. I closed out the checklist. I think under 168. Landing gear down below... Okay, so we can put the landing gear down. Yeah, I got this thing set up to do these action views automatically. All right, and then what did it say about flaps? Set flaps 10, which is our first set of flaps, it looks like. All right, and then we got 3 green, that's fine. 36 at 118. Airspeed 85, and disengage the yaw dampener and the autopilot. Alright, we got flaps all the way down. Glide slope's getting ready to show up. Nice. I thought I saw that. We were talking about that last night, Magnum. I could have sworn I saw Black Box doing something with the Trilander. Thank you for confirming that. I could have sworn I saw that somewhere. Yeah, Black Square made a really good one, but I think... I'm sorry, Black Box made a really good one, but I think Black Square will... Hopefully the checklist won't be like the Duke is, because that's ridiculous having an 80 step checklist just for one section. Thank you, sir. Oh no, I know you're talking about Black Square, bud. I'm saying Black Box has a Trilander out now. We were talking last night about Black Square coming out with one, and you confirmed it. No, I was thanking you. Yeah, an A220, not from LVFR. I mean, LVFR makes pretty good planes, but having an Innobuilds one or Black Square, Just Flight, A2A, one of those, that would be awesome. Let me tell our people to buckle up. Maybe they'll give us a better rating if we tell them to buckle up. All right, we'll get you a little more coffee and snacks. Go ahead. I know you all need more post-it notes. They love their post-it notes and macaroons back there. All right, maybe we'll fly it in manually from 1,000 feet. I think that'll be fun to do today. Something we don't do that often. Usually I let the autopilot take it down as far as it'll go, so I can find out exactly how far down it'll go. Or if it'll land itself. I hope so. Because the E-jets we have now are horrible. Alright. Let's disengage the autopilot. Let's disengage the yaw dampener as well. Thank you, sir. Wait, it's starting to get a little windy. It is very windy. Sorry, my screen went out and I couldn't see what I was doing. Shit. It was a real good landing up until the part where I had to turn my screen back on. We should probably do a go around, but we're not. I was just getting ready to land a second ago and my screen went off. And as I was moving to put my screen on, well, thank you. Yeah, as I was moving to put the screen on, I got a little discombobulated with the landing. Not bad. Let's see what our people say as we turn this airplane off. Passengers aren't impressed with that landing. What? Man, fuck off, dude. That was a pretty good landing. All right, let's buy one thing. I can't park. Oh, well. I'm sorry. I will do a better job parking next time. Now, I want to buy this F-35 real quick before I turn this off for the day. Or at least for the foreseeable future. I don't know if I'll be back on tonight. I doubt I will. But I might. It's possible. All right, I think I have it under wish list here. Wow, the last one in the UK? That sucks. Yeah, because I want to make sure I'm getting the right F-35. Are you talking about this one here? From India Fox Techo? All right, let's get it. Let me get my real controller connected so I can put in my pin. Now you guys got my whole name. And the last 4 of my card. Family is overrated. Yeah. Except this family I haven't seen in a while. They're in from out of town. They just got married, so. All right, I thought there's a. Might be on their website. I thought there was a booklet that came with this thing. Well, no radar. No, I guess not. But we got everything else, hopefully. All right, well, I'm excited to learn this plane, so we'll let that thing finish downloading. I'm going to start getting ready. I got to shave and shower and get all cleaned up and look presentable. Sucks. But it is what it is, so I'll try to be back tonight. I guess I'll put it on Discord either way. I'll update Discord by like 7:30 to let you guys know. If not, I'll be on tomorrow morning, probably with this new Lightning to try it out. So that's about it, my friends. I appreciate everybody stopping by. It was great talking with everybody today. Heath, Chicago, Greece, Magnum, whoever else came by. I will see y'all, Mr. Bobby C from Canada. So I will see y'all very soon, my friends. Hopefully tonight, but if not tonight, tomorrow for sure. See you guys later. See ya.